Now moving on to some other news. This is out of The Independent. Israel hints it may be behind the Flame supervirus targeting Iran. And that's a big surprise because we already know they were partially behind the Stuxnet. A top Israeli minister fed speculation that the Jewish state could be responsible for a powerful new virus said to have been used in a fresh attack on computers in Iran and elsewhere in the Middle East. That's right. It includes Palestine, Sudan, Syria, Lebanon, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt, in addition to Iran. Moshe Yaalon, Israel's vice prime minister and strategic affairs minister, told the country's Army radio, anyone who sees the Iranian threat as a significant threat is responsible, that he or she will take various steps, including these, to harm it. So he's basically saying, yeah, we did it, and well, if it gets out anywhere else, that's not really our problem. You know, they're just protecting their interests, or so they say. But in the meantime, this could cause untold problems for Iran, and they may retaliate, which would then cause Israel to retaliate. And basically, this is just more provoking, more poking the stick at the bear and seeing if they'll do anything in return. So far, Iran has yet to retaliate on that. Moving on to a weird story out of Wisconsin. Pastor sentenced to 2 years in prison for teaching that parents should spank their children. Oh, man, this is crazy. A minister named Philip Caminetti was sentenced to 2 years in prison for simply teaching that parents should spank their children when they misbehave. He was quoting a Bible verse, Proverbs 13:24, and after prison, he's going to be on extended supervision for 6 years, and despite objections on constitutional grounds from his lawyers, this man wasn't even spanking children. He was just saying, hey, if your child gets out of line, you should spank them, okay? Because that's why we have kids running around here in this country who aren't well behaved, who are delinquents, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff because their parents didn't raise them right. Okay, probably because they didn't spank them because they were told spanking was bad. Yeah, well, that's a big First Amendment issue. I feel really bad for this judge, Marianne Sumi, who was absolutely horrified that someone should spank their kids when they misbehave. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But just a sign of the times of where we're going.